Chapter 8. Destiny.
What we call certainty and the predictable is just something we know how to explain. What we call chance or randomness is just something we can't explain. It's just and only this. Behold the prevalence of destiny, which holds the indescribable and eternal mystery. If this isn't perfect, then I don't know what will be. If I don't know, then it's unknown. If it's unknown, it's perfect when I say it. Here's the great destiny, destiny of destinies. If the paradox is intellectualized, it will make no sense, but once felt, it makes sense. Before being, I chose this existence. Now, that I am, I choose nothing. Is there free will? Yes, and no. When we feel free will, but don't have free will, we have the paradox's expression, we have the conservation of infinity. We are all a chance, born of the yonder. And infinity orients itself. They might say, I don't really believe in this, because I think there are forces that unite everything. Nothing is by chance. To which I will say, that's what I said. Chance is just a word to unite what we don't know. After all, what do you want to happen? I happen, you happen. Life happens. We are part of it and pass on the legacy. If you don't go for certain things, such as difficulties and sacrifices in life, life will lead you to them, in one way or another. If it flows, it runs, when in a circle, it circles. Influencing the clouds, talking to the animals and curing the sick. Glimpsing the future, I predict the rain, I know the animals, I take the right risk and I choose who I want as a client or a patient. This is being human experiencing divinity. Then there is divinity, being divinity. This is to be the change. But nothing guarantees that by being the change, there is humanity. All change comes with a necessity, and no need happens because one wants to. It's always hard to make changes, whether at home or at the heart. But later on, it always ends up being the best, because to have perspective you must have at least two eyes. For those who know infinity, all changes are no longer painful. Where does the football game start? Does it start inside the field? In the team locker room? In the tactical framework? In player motivation? In the players' personal lives? And their lives, that are related to all other lives? The football game started with the Big Bang. We don't know the future, so it is irrelevant to consider whether life is, or is not patently predestined. The condition of the human being is to be ignorant, and it's perfect in its ignorance. This is our nature. Live life as you would like the world to be, for you represent what you are. And you are what you represent. If we stay in history or how we stay, it is not for us to decide, but the story. It's easy to guess the future. The future is foreseen as beautiful, because the future is wonderful, boring, sad, emotional, deadly, distressing, fascinating, favorable, happy and painful. The future is dear, so it's beautiful, because one turns away what is ugly. To read the book of fate, you don't need to know how to read. Toward there I look, and now, I quote the details. Machines help with the work. Men and women are always replaced. When the machine takes care of the machine, will mankind make any sense? Now the machine no longer needs humans, and then humans no longer need the machine. The machine that creates life, the human who is a machine. After reaching what we want to be, masters of unlikely technologies, intergalactic space travelers, mutant heroes with extraordinary powers, and other fantasies of what is to come. More than knowing how it will be, this world of tomorrow, I would like instead to meet our fantasies, those that we will imagine. What will be the imagination of the coming generation? It's just a discovery, every invention, about how things of the future destiny will be. Who says it has to be? The boss, the police, you, me. Has to be. What has? It has to be. It has a dog, it has a cat, it has to be human, it has to be. Who's in charge here? It is, the has to be, because it has, being. Don't step on the plants with indifference, because they help you more than you can ever admit. Don't look down on animals, because they teach you more than you can ever understand. Don't feel ruffled with the irreverence of the blowing wind. Don't feel wronged with the ruthlessness of the sun's heat, because for this one day you will cry, like an alembic, the distilled world. When all this importance and greatness of ours boils down to a few perfidious tears, then these sweet drops will fall to the earth and water the plants. But above all, you must not listen to anyone, and not even attend to these words, because the plants need to be watered. Having everything under control is to be destiny. And to be destiny is to surrender to destiny in an acquisition. It's impossible to go against the current, even when swimming against it, because the current will take us wherever it will. The one who swims with the current will no more margin. The one who swims against the current will only have its life harder. That's transparency with capital T.
Thank you for listening to the end. Support this work if you liked it. You can buy the book on Amazon, where you can download the digital copy and have the physical book delivered to your address. Look for seasonal promotions and discounts.